Hi, I'm Phil Rude. I'm an illustrator, comic book artist, and sometimes writer. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. Not necessarily a single drawing. And just go through what I was doing last week. Last Saturday, April 26th, I tabled at the Con at the Arcade, which was a local convention put on by Bent Box Comics, who is an indie publisher based locally here in Southwest Florida. Chris from Bent Box put all that together, Chris O'Hara. It was put on at Dave & Buster's in Fort Myers, Florida, in one of their kind of conference type rooms or meeting rooms, private rooms. I don't know what they call them. But it was cool. I had a really good time. Full disclosure, I did not hit my sales goal, but that's my point. I had a good time anyway. I tabled next to a local artist and a good guy, Damon Hall. Damon, I met at a couple other events we did together. Local artist makes some really cool prints, really, really wild stuff, 3D print some stuff, just always doing something really unique. So it was a really good hang in and of itself, just to hang with Damon all day. But also, like I said, Chris from Bent Box was there. Really friendly, very helpful guy running the convention. It provided everything we needed, including donuts, which was a nice surprise. Show up and there's a big box of donuts there. That's a good start to it, right? I also got to meet some new people that I hadn't met before. Anthony from the We Have Issues podcast. He also writes a comic called Deathless. That's pretty sweet. You should check that out. Alex Delgado was there. He does these kind of caricature type drawings of pop culture characters. Really cool technique. I just watched him work all day. He was a couple tables down from me. Really a unique art style that was fun to watch him put stuff together and look at his portfolio. Very cool guy. Dean is a local designer and artist, and she has this really cool comic out called Comet Convenience, about a sort of space convenience store. It's very cool. It's a very unique look. It's a cool size. Just a great kind of artifact that you find at these local cons of these indie artists who are making cool things. I was really glad I had a chance to touch base with her before the end of the day, because I think she does some really cool stuff. And we had a little time to talk shop, which I always enjoy doing. The foot traffic was not terrible. We had a couple of slow points in the day, but overall it was pretty steady and sometimes just straight up busy in there, which I think that's the big advantage of doing a con that is at a place like Dave & Buster's that is naturally pretty busy on a Saturday. A lot of people who were there playing games and eating, just kind of wandered in like, what's going on in here? And ended up hanging out for a little bit. It was cool. Interesting thing that I'm noticing as I do more cons, and I feel like I've talked about this a little while ago when I started doing table stuff again. But I feel like it bears repeating because I'm just a little bit amazed by it. I initially printed some copies of my old comic, Tales of the Warrior Igor, pretty much simply to have a book on the table on the off chance that someone might be kind of curious and pick, I might sell a copy or two, no big deal. This was a thing I did like a decade ago now, I think. And, it's been there. I haven't done much with it. But it turns out a lot of people are kind of drawn to that book. I'm not selling like gangbuster copies, but I think it is the thing that sells off my table the most as I do more shows. It continues to bring people to my table to check it out. It's the thing they pick up. It's the thing they're curious about. Not always, but it is kind of surprising to me how how good that thing sells. And similarly, I have a book called Sally that I just started bringing back into print. It's kind of a sketchier, um, I don't want to call it disposable. It's something I did. I had a lot of fun drawing. It didn't initially sell very well, so I haven't really done much with it. But I printed a few copies up and started taking them to shows and stuff. And I always sell at least one. I always find somebody who's very charmed by it, who picks one up. I even sold an original page of it a couple months ago at an event, at a marketplace event. Someone digs it. Someone at every show, somebody digs it. It's showing me that a lot of stuff that we make, even if it's something from a long time ago that maybe people didn't pay much attention to at the time, sometimes if you keep it around, people will start to find it and people will start to appreciate it, and it's just a pretty cool experience to see that. And that was just a part of my Saturday, which was just overall a really fun day. It let me hang out with some really cool people and have these kind of experiences, bringing some of my older and some of my newer work to some really cool people. And the newer work is another really cool thing about that day, because it was the day that I premiered my new book, Odds and Ends, which is a collection of short comics and random artwork. It's got some really fun stuff in it that I've drawn and written over the past few years. Some of it is, again, a little bit older work. So I guess maybe this kind of blends the two things. It's a new book that is bringing old work to new people. But I have things in it like Bear and Falcon, Down the Rabbit Hole, Almost, Alley Cat and the Cosmic Yo-Yo, Star Kid, the Assassinator, Professor Whiskers, the Demon Brothers, and Antigonish, as well as a ton of artwork. In total, it's a 76-page book, which is big enough for me to have published it as a small trade paperback, but I opted to print it as like a single comic issue, like a very large single issue. That format, I felt, simply because it works best for the wraparound covers I designed and drew for it, which I am really proud of. I did a front and back, interior and exterior version of this one big wide image, and I think it came out really cool. Anyway, I moved a few of these at the con, and I have sold a bunch more out of my online store since launching it last week. It is still available in both physical and digital form, and I will have a link to it in the description. I'm really proud of this book. I think it's turned out really well, and I'm happy that people are picking it up and seeing some of the short form work that I've done in the last few years. That's going to do it for me this time. It's just a short video this time. I have a couple bigger things to talk about and promote on the horizon, so please subscribe to my channel so you never miss a video, and go to philrootart.com and see what I've got going on over there. Please check the links that I provided here to my new book and to all the awesome folks I mentioned earlier. Until we meet again, take care of yourselves.